to the Great Film Debate. Today we'll be discussing Psycho versus the Bourne Identity. Psycho, Bourne Identity. So Alicia, why do you prefer your film?
I think that Psycho is the most iconic Hollywood thriller film, as it positions the audience to be filled with anticipation. And I think that through the misdirection of the audience, it just has that feeling that it's more iconic for the thriller genre.
Sounds good. Emma?
Well, Bourne Identity is just better because it has a lot more action in it, because it's an action thriller. So we get that suspense that is built up through how they perceive him and as the good guy, even though, well, you have to watch it to find out, but he's not so much of a good person. So that is really enhanced when the villain, the person who's chasing after him, comes out of the wall, and that is built with suspense when it goes all silent before that. So the audience is really on the edge of their seat, waiting for what's going to happen next.
Okay, fair enough. And what makes these good movies, Alicia?
I think with Psycho, it's the various film techniques that Hitchcock's used, so such as music, camera angles, editing, all of that stuff. He's been able to enhance the thriller aspect of the film, so I think that's really good.
Emma?
Well, Bourne Identity it links in with the romantic genre. So the thriller is really enhanced by the romance between Bourne and the female lead, which really builds suspense and anticipation in the movie. And this is all brought to an end in the resolution, where they tie everything up in a perfect little bow in the place where it's just a really romantic ending, and it makes the audience feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Well, I know we all love a nice romantic ending. Okay, now that we know that, what is special about your movie in comparison to other thrillers?
Well, Bourne Identity is just a very iconic movie because of its portrayal between the two main characters, whereas in Psycho, it's just the one creepy guy. So Bourne Identity, it places a lot more emphasis on the female lead and creating a strong story behind her, which really just enhances the whole movie and really gets the audience interested.
Alicia, what do you have to say about that?
I think it's hard to say because both of the films have different concepts with it, because Bourne Identity is mainly an action thriller, whereas Psycho is a psychological one, so it's got a lot more suspense and it misleads all of the audience to believe one specific thing. And it just shows that there are different types within the whole genre of thriller. So I think that's why the two of them are so special.
Okay, fair enough. So what techniques are best exemplified in your movies?
There we go.
Well, the way the director has moved the camera around to show the different aspects that he wants the audience to see is what makes Bourne Identity so intriguing and really enhances the action to the thriller. So like when they're in a lot of fighting scenes, if it's a really intense one between two characters, it'll be a mid or close-up shot to really show the action and really the panic in the audience. Whereas if it's across a large area, they'll use a long shot just to show how it's really moving along and the advancements in our technology today. Whereas Psycho, because it was made such a long time ago, without the modern technology, it's much more simplified techniques. Whereas with today's modern technology, Bourne Identity was really able to capture the camera angles. Yeah.
Alicia?
I think that Psycho uses techniques such as music, editing, and camera angles to emphasize that thriller genre to it and build the suspense. Hitchcock has no music playing. Like if we look at the shower scene, he has no music playing when Marion first steps into the shower, but then as the figure approaches, we have this crescendo in the music, which gets us to feel, yeah, music turns there for you. He uses that to kind of illuminate this really uneasy emotion in the audience, and that just conveys the idea of suspense, and then that misdirects the audience to think, oh, what's happening? I don't know. That's what I think.
Well, yeah, that's very similar to Bourne Identity, where they do the same thing with the silence between that moment of where he's looking for the villain, but is he going to be there or isn't he? So in that aspect, they're very similar movies. So yeah, they have their similarities and their differences.
Okay, so I suppose we'll just leave that up to the audience to decide which one's better. Thank you for watching. Hello and welcome to the Great Film Debate. Today we'll be discussing.
You're not that.
I'm Korean, it's fine.
Just the way not compare.
You're like drinking water suddenly.
Full Ridge, where it's at.